A fall seemed like a simple accident, but inside Stephen Hawking, something silent was already changing. An invisible battle was beginning in his nervous system. At first, there were small changes. A strange weakness slowly appeared as the neurons responsible for movement began to disappear. Every movement originates from a command in the brain, but slowly, those signals began to lose their way, leaving the muscles waiting for a response. No one could see it from the outside, but inside his body, his motor neurons were slowly beginning to fail, changing his future. The first changes seemed small, but each step revealed that something within his nervous system was losing connection. The disease progressed silently. It didn't damage Stephen's mind. It attacked the cells that controlled his every movement. His brain continued to send commands, but the pathway to his muscles was slowly beginning to break down, like a bridge losing its connections. As his body began to lose movement, something remained intact. His mind continued to create ideas capable of changing our view of the universe. At 21, Stephen received news that would change his life. A progressive disease was beginning to explain all those strange changes. The disease didn't attack his thoughts. It gradually shut down his movements, while his mind remained fully awake. Over time, the brain's commands no longer arrived in the same way. The muscles kept waiting for signals that were becoming increasingly weaker. To understand what happened, we must follow a signal from the brain to the muscle, where every movement begins. The first part of the pathway was in the brain. Its upper motor neurons began to lose the ability to send precise commands. From the brain, the commands traveled down the spinal cord, but the connection that controlled its movements began to weaken. In the spinal cord, another silent loss occurred. The lower motor neurons stopped transmitting commands to the muscles. The command originated in the brain and traveled to its final point, the neuromuscular junction, where a nerve told the muscle when to move. In ALS, the connections begin to fail. The brain sends the command, but fewer and fewer signals manage to activate the muscles. Without sufficient signals, the muscles received fewer commands. They gradually lost strength, though the brain continued trying to control them. When muscles lose signals, even the simplest actions begin to change. Walking ceases to be automatic and requires more effort. Speaking also requires movement. The disease began to affect the muscles that controlled his voice, but his mind continued to generate new ideas. Breathing seems automatic, but it also depends on nerves and muscles. When that connection fails, every breath becomes a challenge. As the disease progressed, his respiratory muscles weakened. A machine had to help his body receive oxygen. Although his muscles stopped responding, his brain continued to function. Thinking, imagining, and discovering never ceased to be possible. When his muscles could no longer speak, technology created a new path. His mind found a different way to communicate. With an increasingly immobile body, his mind continued to travel. The equations and questions of the universe never stopped evolving. Although his body was limited, his mind explored the impossible. He sought answers about time, space, and the secrets of the universe. Doctors gave him a limited life expectancy, but Stephen Hawking defied those predictions and lived decades longer than expected. While his body lost movement, his mind continued to create. Every day he continued to seek answers to the mysteries of the universe. When his voice faded, technology created a new bridge. His thoughts found another way to reach the world. From a motionless body, Hawking studied the most extreme places in the cosmos and revealed new mysteries about black holes. His story left a unique lesson. Illness may have limited his body, but it could never stop his curiosity or his ideas. After decades of challenges, his body aged. But until his final years, his mind continued to explore the biggest questions. On March 14th, 2018, Stephen Hawking died. His body completed its journey, but his ideas continued to travel for generations. Illness may have stopped his movements, but it could never stop the human capacity to imagine, discover, and look beyond our limitations. Today, his ideas live on. Every person who looks to the universe for answers continues a story he helped to build. His body had limitations, but his mind reached places few have gone. Stephen Hawking showed that imagining is also a way to explore the universe.
Infinium.